How to know if your Amazon category is down or if you're losing. Your Amazon sales are dropping. What's the first instinct? Blame the ads. Blame the listing. Sound familiar? You spent hours, maybe days, tweaking campaigns, rewriting bullets, and A/B testing images. But nothing works. The numbers keep sliding. It's one of the most frustrating feelings as a seller. But what if the problem isn't your listing at all? What if the entire market is shrinking and you're fighting a battle you can't win? Or worse, what if the market's fine and you're actually losing ground to competitors who are quietly eating your lunch? In this video, I'm going to show you a simple 4-step framework to figure out whether your category is down or if you, or worse, your agency, is the one dropping the ball. This is the one check you need to do before you change a single thing in your account. It's the difference between making a smart, surgical decision and panicking your way into making things a whole lot worse. Section 1, the strategic mindset. Stop blaming the wrong thing. The biggest mistake I see sellers make when sales drop is they immediately look inward. They assume the cost per click is too high, the conversion rate is terrible, or their agency fell asleep at the wheel. It's a natural reaction, but it often means they're flying completely blind, ignoring the most powerful Amazon data gives them for free. Before you obsess over your own metrics, you have to understand the market. Is the whole pie shrinking, or is your slice of it getting smaller? Answering this question changes everything. Think about it like this. Scenario 1, the category is down, but your share is stable. This means fewer people are searching for your type of product, but of the people who are buying, you're still getting the usual share. This is an external demand problem. The smart move here is to protect your margins, control costs, and ride it out. Going aggressive on ad spend here would be like trying to push water uphill, expensive and totally useless. Scenario 2, the category is flat or growing, but your share is down. This is the real red flag. The market is healthy, but customers are choosing your competitors over you. This is an internal problem. This is when you need to roll up your sleeves and fix your visibility, your offer, or your conversion rate. How do we get this clarity? We use the Search Query Performance Report, or SQPR, inside Brand Analytics. This isn't your everyday PPC report. This is a goldmine of first-party data from Amazon showing you the entire customer journey, from the first search all the way to a purchase. Most importantly, it gives you market share data for every single setup, so you can see exactly where you stand. Section 2, the 4-step investigation path to a definitive diagnosis. When you first open the XQPR, it looks like a giant wall of numbers. It's a lot. The key is not to get lost in the data. We're going to read this report like a story, following a clear 4-step investigation to find the exact breaking point in your sales funnel. This path follows the customer from search to sale, and it's designed to answer one question at a time. The 4 steps are: 1, demand. Is the category itself even alive? 2, visibility. Are we even showing up to the party? 3, click competitiveness. When people see us, do they actually click? 4, purchase competitiveness. When they click, do they actually buy? By following these 4 steps in order, you'll go from confused, panicking, to a precise diagnosis of your problem. Step 1, demand. Is the entire market shrinking? First things first. Let's forget about our own brand for a minute and just look at the overall market. Are people still searching for the product? Our goal here is simple. Find out if the total opportunity is growing or shrinking. To do this, you're going to look at 2 numbers in the Search Query Performance Report: search query volume and total query impression count. Search query volume tells you the total number of times a keyword was searched for across all Amazon, a direct pulse on customer interest. Total query impression count tells you how many times any product, yours or your competitors, was shown for that search. Together, they tell you not just whether people are searching, but whether Amazon is actually serving up results for that demand. Here's how to read it. If you see the search volume for your main non-branding keywords trending down over the last 30 or 60 days, then category demand is shrinking. It's not just you. Fewer people are shopping for these products right now. This could be seasonality, a dying trend, or just the economy. But if you see that search query volume is flat or even better, increasing while your sales are tanking, you've got your first major clue. That's a huge warning sign that the market is fine, but you're not capturing the growth. The customers are there, they just aren't finding or choosing you. This tells you the problem is internal, and it's time for step 2. Step 2, visibility. Are you even in the game? Okay, so we established market demand is stable or growing, but sales are still down. The next question is, are we even showing up? If customers can't see you, they can't buy from you. Simple as that. The goal here is to figure out if you're getting a fair share of the available searches. The metrics for this, your ASIN impression count and your ASIN impression share percent. ASIN impression count is the raw number of times your product actually showed up for a given search. Your piece of the pie in absolute terms. ASIN impression share percentage for any given keyword, what share of all impressions did your product capture? If your impression share for organic dog food is 10%, it means that for every 100 times Amazon showed a product for that search, yours was shown 10 times. Looking at the raw count alongside the share matters too. Your share can look stable, even if the whole category impression pool is shrinking with it. Here's how to interpret it. If your impression count is dropping and your impression share is low or falling, you have a visibility problem. Shoppers aren't even getting the chance to see you. The cause is usually straightforward. You're losing organic rank. Your ad budget is too low, and you're running out of budget by noon. Your bids aren't competitive anymore, or Amazon's algorithm thinks your listing is becoming less relevant. On the other hand, if your impression count is holding steady or climbing, and your impression share is high and steady, that's actually great news. It means you're visible. People are seeing you. You confidently rule out a visibility issue and conclude the problem is further down the funnel. It's not they can't find you, it's they don't want you when they do. And this brings us to step 3. And by the way, if digging through reports like this feels like a total headache and you'd rather have experts handle it for you, check out our website in the description. We manage ad spend for 7- and 8-figure brands, and this is the exact process we use to diagnose performance and scale accounts. Step 3, click competitiveness. Are shoppers choosing you? So, market demand is healthy and your impression share is solid, but sales are still down. What gives? It means customers see your product on search results and they scroll right past it to click on your competitors. Ouch! The goal here is to determine if you're winning the click once you're visible. The metrics for this are total click count, ASIN click count, and ASIN click share. Total click count is the total number of clicks the entire market got for that keyword, the size of the whole click pool. ASIN click count is how many of those clicks were yours in raw terms. And ASIN click share is simply your clicks divided by the market's total clicks, a direct measure of how compelling your product looks on the search page relative to everyone else's. Here's the story it tells. If you have a healthy impression share, but a low or declining click share, and your ASIN click count isn't keeping pace with growth in total click count, you have a creative and offer problem. The stuff shoppers see on the search page, your main image, title, price, and review count, isn't cutting it. Maybe your main image looks ancient next to a competitor. Maybe your price is out of line. Or maybe your competitor just hit 1,000 reviews while you're stuck at 400. A low click share is a clear sign your first impression is weak, and first impressions are everything on Amazon. If your click share is healthy and your ASIN click count is tracking the market's total click count, then you know your main image and price are doing their job. People see you, people are interested enough to click. You've now successfully pinpointed the problem to the final step in the funnel. Step 4, purchase competitiveness. Can you close the deal? That is it, the moment of truth. A competitor searched, they saw your product, they clicked, they are on your product page. The final question is, can we actually get the sale? The goal is to see if you're turning those valuable clicks into sales. The metrics we use here are total purchase count, ASIN purchase count, and ASIN purchase share percentage. Total purchase count is how many purchases happened across the entire market for that keyword. ASIN purchase count is how many of those purchases were yours, and ASIN purchase share tells you what percentage of total purchases for a keyword came from your brand. It's the bottom line, the ultimate measure of your market share on that term. The interpretation is critical. If you have a healthy click share, but your ASIN purchase count is falling or falling relative to total purchase count, meaning a low purchase share, you have a conversion problem. People are landing on your page, but something is stopping them from buying. The issue is on your listing. Is your A+ content a mess? Are there hidden negative reviews people are finding? Are your product variations confusing? Or does the price suddenly feel too high once they read the details? You are winning the click, but losing the sale. But if your purchase share is healthy and lines up with your click share, it confirms your product page is converting well. If you're still seeing a sales decline at this point, it forces us to go back up the ladder because the problem has to either be your visibility or drop in the market demand. That was bigger than you thought. Advanced pro tip, branded versus non-branded search. One last pro tip to make this analysis even more powerful. Split your keywords into 2 groups, branded and non-branded. Just export the report and filter it in a spreadsheet. These 2 groups tell you very different stories. If your sales are down because your branded search performance is weak, it suggests your brand loyalty is fading. If total non-branded search volume is up, but your sales are down, it's the clearest sign you have a market share problem. The category is growing with new customers and you are completely failing to capture them. So let's put it all together. When your sales drop, don't panic and start messing with your account randomly. Stop guessing. Instead, use this data-driven framework to find the real issue. The Search Query Performance Report is the most direct tool Amazon gives you to distinguish between a weak market and genuine brand underperformance. Remember the 4 steps. First, check demand with search query volume and total impression query count. Is the market shrinking? Second, check visibility with ASIN impression count and ASIN impression share. Are you even showing up? Third, check click competitiveness with total click count, ASIN click count, and ASIN click share. Are they choosing you? 4, check purchase competitiveness with total purchase count, ASIN purchase count, and ASIN purchase share. Are you closing the deal? This process tells you exactly where to focus. If query volume is down, but your share is stable, it's a market problem. Protect your margins. If your impression share is down, it's a visibility problem. Fix your ads and SEO. If your click share is low, it's often an offer problem. Test your main image and price. And if your purchase share is low, it's a conversion problem. Fix your detail page. The framework stops you from making bad decisions and helps you apply the right fix to the right problem every single time. If you found this framework helpful, hit the subscribe button for more data-driven Amazon strategies just like this one. If you have a question about your own brand or the SQPR, drop a comment below. I read and respond to as many as I can. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.